previous videos we are just going through the chapter number 4, that is metals and non-metals. We have just completed about the corrosion, the topic corrosion, and now we will see the reaction of metal with acid. So when the metals are reacted with acid, metals reacted with acids, then metal reacted with acid, then what we get, that is salt plus hydrogen gas. Okay, when the metals are reacted with acid, then we get, that is salt plus hydrogen gas. So here if I tell that, okay, if zinc is reacted, Zn is reacted with an acid, that is HCl, when Zn is reacted with HCl, then what we will get, that is zinc chloride, that is ZnCl2. ZnCl2 plus hydrogen gas. Okay, plus hydrogen gas. Here you have to just do is put here 2 HCl. So your valence will be satisfied, 2Cl plus 2H2. Okay. Now the another also reaction is given in your textbook, that is Mg plus H2SO4. Mg plus H2SO4, that gives us MgSO4. MgSO4 plus H2 gas. Okay, here you can see the valence is satisfied only because here H2 is gone, SO4 4, yes, the valence is satisfied only. So when metals plus acids react, then we get salt plus hydrogen gas. Here when the Zn is reacted with 2 molecules of HCl, then we will get, that is ZnCl2 plus H2 gas. Magnesium Mg, which when reacted with hydrosulfuric acid, so H2SO4, then we will get MgSO4 plus hydrogen gas. Okay, now here you can see metal reacts with acid to form salt and hydrogen. Metals plus acids give salt plus hydrogen gas. So first of all, what are salts? Salts are compound formed when hydrogen of acid is replaced by a metal. Different acids and metals react to form different salts. In that, first Zn reacts with hydrochloric acid to form zinc chloride and hydrogen. Here I forgot to just write the names. Zinc plus hydrochloric acid, that gives zinc chloride plus hydrogen, and when magnesium reacted with sulfuric acid, we get, that is magnesium sulfate and hydrogen. Magnesium sulfate plus hydrogen. Okay, students. So Magnesium reacts with sulfuric acid to form magnesium sulfate and hydrogen. Here Mg plus H2SO4 gives us a salt that is magnesium sulfate, that is MgSO4, and hydrogen gas, that is H2. The reaction of some metals with acid is fast while other is maybe slow. Some metals do not react with acid. Now non-metals reaction with acid of non-metal, that is generally non-metals do not react with acid. Non-metals do not reacted with acid. And then here as an activity to show that hydrogen is produced when zinc reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid. Okay, so materials needed: zinc metal piece, dilute hydrochloric acid, test tube, dropper, and a matchstick. Take 10 ml of dilute hydrochloric acid in a test tube, then drop a piece of zinc metal in the test tube. Bring a burning match near the mouth of the test tube. What you will observe, that is a pop sound is produced when the burn matchstick is brought near the mouth of the test tube. Conclusion: hydrogen gas is produced when zinc is reacted with hydrochloric acid, as a pop sound is produced due to burning of hydrogen. This activity should be performed under supervision. Okay, so what they just do, you have to take a zinc plate and you have to put it in the test tube and dilute hydrochloric acid. When it will start reacting, you have to just take the mastic, burning mastic behind it, and you can heard a pop sound over there. And now there is reaction with bases. So metals, only a few metals such as aluminium, zinc, and lead react with solution of strong bases such as sodium hydroxide to produce a compound of that metal and hydrogen gas. And non-metals, the reaction of non-metals with base are complex. We will learn about this in the higher classes. Okay, so here bases, only a few metals react with bases, which aluminium, zinc, lead, and react with solution of strong bases. The strong bases are there, then only the metals are reacted with it. Okay, and then coming towards the displacement reaction. What is displacement reaction? First of all, you will write that on the board. Displacement reaction okay, in that a chemical reaction in which a chemical reaction in which a more reactive metals displaces a less reactive metal from its solution is called a displacement reaction. Displacement reaction. Okay. what is displacement reaction? That is a chemical reaction in which a more reactive metal displaces a less reactive metal from its solution is called a displacement reaction. So this is very easy about understanding if you just understand it one time. When the, if I just give an example, when there is an something moving on the two men and one is higher than the other one, then that will just lose the another one. Okay, so that is displacement reaction, means that the more reactive metal will replace the less reactive metal from its salt. Okay, so that is the displacement reaction, and there is a reactivity series of metals. Here the most reactive metal, that is potassium, that is P, sorry K, I am just writing the short forms of that. No, I can also write the potassium, the most reactive metal, potassium, and then after it's less than. First is potassium, then sodium, then we will come to third, that is calcium, then magnesium, then aluminium, okay, then we will come to aluminium, and then after coming to zinc, then iron, and then tin, then lead, then hydrogen, then copper, and then mercury, and then silver, then gold, and then at last the least reactive metal, that is platinum. Okay, so here potassium is the highest one on the first number, second one that is sodium, then after calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, tin, lead, hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver, gold, and platinum. So if I say, if in the reaction there is platinum and the another metal we add, that is gold, then platinum will replace with the gold and forms a salt. And if there is gold and in the salt there is gold, and if we just add platinum in it, then it will not replace the platinum. Why? Because it is least reactive, so it will not replace it. Then after, if we add silver in it, then it will replace the gold and forms a salt. Okay, and if we add mercury, then silver will replace with mercury, then after copper will replace with mercury, and the so on. Okay, and there are some of the equations given in your textbook. Let us see that. See here, copper plus ZnSO4 is given. Copper Cu plus ZnSO4. So it will react or not? Copper plus zinc sulfate. So where is copper? First of all, finding the copper. Yes, copper is over here. Okay, and zinc. Where is zinc? It is over here. Copper is here and zinc is here. So which one is more reactive? That is, zinc is more reactive. Then it will not allow to replace the copper ion. So the no reaction in it. But if ZnSO4 is reacted, Zn plus FeSO4, Zn plus FeSO4, then what we will get? Where is Fe? Fe means iron. Iron is over here. You can see iron is here and Zn is here. So iron is least reactive than the zinc, or zinc is more reactive than the iron. Then these will replace, iron will replaced by the zinc, that is ZnSO4 plus Fe. It will omit out, okay. So it will become ZnSO4. See here, the another reactions examples are also given, that is copper plus iron sulfate. Copper plus iron sulfate. Copper plus iron sulfate. Cu plus FeSO4. Cu plus FeSO4. So where is first of all iron? Iron is over here, you can see. And where is copper? Copper, yes, it is over here. So which one is more reactive? Iron is more reactive than the copper, so it will not be replaced by the copper, so there will be no reaction. Okay, there will be no reaction. And the another example, which is Ag plus CuSO4. Ag plus CuSO4. Ag plus CuSO4. Ag means, that is silver over here and copper over here. So which one is more reactive? Then we can say copper is more reactive than silver. So copper will not allow to replace by the silver. So here also there will be no reaction. Okay, there will be no reaction. So these are the displacement reactions. Okay students, now moving forward, I am just reading some of the points which are given in your textbook. In a displacement reaction, a more reactive metal displaces another less reactive metal in a salt solution. A chemical reaction in which a more reactive metal displaces a less reactive metal from its salt solution is called a displacement reaction. Metals have been arranged on the basis of their reactivity in a series called the reactive series. Reactive series of metals is a list of common metals arranged in the decreasing order of their reactivity. See here, there is a reactive series that you have to just by heart it. All these reactive series you have to by heart it. Okay. This reactive series of metal is shown in the figure 4.10. The outcomes of the displacement reaction can be predicted on the basis of the reactive series of metal. A metal placed higher in a reactive series can be displaced or replace another metal in a salt solution. For example, zinc, which is placed higher in the reactive series than iron, reacts with another iron sulfate solution. Iron cannot react with zinc sulfate as it is less reactive than the zinc. Some examples of the displacement reaction are discussed below. Here, copper does not react with zinc sulfate. If we just react copper plus ZnSO4, then copper is least reactive than the Zn means zinc. So zinc will not allow to replace by the copper, so there will be no reaction in it. Then coming to the zinc react with iron sulfate solution to form zinc sulfate and the iron. Here zinc is more reactive than the iron. So iron will be replaced by the zinc. So Zn plus FeSO4 will give us ZnSO4 plus Fe. Then coming to the copper does not react with the iron sulfate. Here the copper is least reactive than the iron, so it will not allow to react. Then silver does not react with copper sulfate. When Ag plus CuSO4 will react, then Cu will not allow to replaced by Ag. Why? Because it is higher, have the more reactive. So out of three metals, zinc, iron and copper is the least reactive as it does not react with any zinc or with zinc. Zinc displaces iron from the salt solution because zinc is more reactive than the iron. Silver is even less reactive than copper because silver cannot displace copper from the copper sulfate. Thus we can say that the reactive series of zinc, iron, copper and silver is the decreasing order Zn, Fe, Cu, Ag. This can be verified from 4.10. Okay. Now here an activity is given, but that activity we will do in our next video. So now please note down your homework. In your homework, you have to learn and write the reactive series three times. Okay, so this is your homework and we will meet in the next video. Okay, bye students.